Just soon. Billy, after the good and positive displays against Macclesfield and Marine, the overall performance today was very disappointing. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think we didn't start well enough, Jeff. We come to a place like this and we didn't start bright enough by any stretch of the imagination. The energy in the verve wasn't there. Don't get me wrong, I think did they have 2 shots in the first half? Yeah. George Willis was barely troubled, but our start wasn't good enough. They got the goal, a piece of quality, a real good goal from there. Their guy, it was a great finish, little turn and a little finish, and then we have a reaction. Then for 20 minutes we've started to put them under pressure. We've started to ask questions. We've had a couple of half chances that we should have done better. We've had a couple of entries into their box where it's dropped and we've got to hit the target and we don't. Yep. They come and go, then we get to half time. We come out for half time, it's pretty even again. And then obviously we concede from a corner.
Yes, which you must be very displeased about. You must be very displeased about conceding from the set piece like that, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Lundy may have headed it against the lad's backside, and I think it may have gone in.
Yeah.
But we know we'd seen all week that they've got quality from set pieces. The delivery's fantastic from them. But we're bitterly disappointed about conceding from a set piece, Jeff. We're a big side. We should defend that better. So we found ourselves 2-0 down. We kind of huff and puff, and then Jack Leckie gets sent off, and then it becomes a real problem for us, Jeff. Yeah. Then I think the game's really finished. Then I think the way we were playing, I didn't, it didn't look as if we was going to get. We had a little half chance. We had a little drop down in their box from a set piece. But to be fair, when Jack Leckie leaves the pitch, it's a tall order then, Jeff.
Of course, always a tall order with 10 men, Billy. And in some ways, the game turned on the decision by the ref not to give a foul on Nathan Newell, which certainly looked if most refs would give that, and that led to that first Hereford goal and the quality finish that you've said, Billy.
Well, look, regarding the referee, I thought the referee had a very good game. I would rather have every referee in our league ref like he did today. Yeah. Now, he's got that one wrong, on my opinion. Yes. He's got that one wrong. It was a free kick. It looked like as if the lad had clipped Nathan Newell's legs. He didn't see it. He thought there was a touch on Nathan, but not enough for him to go down. That's his explanation. I thought it was definitely a free kick because I think he's clipped his legs. But what I will say about the referee, there should be more referees that ref like that. Yeah. Because he actually let the game play. He let the people have physical contact. He didn't buy any of this a touch and people fall over nowadays. He wasn't buying any of that, which was refreshing, which was really, really good. And I did say to the referee how well he'd done. Like I say, Jeff, he missed that. It was a free kick. What's happened that we should be better? What? The referee has missed one. We've kind of paused because everybody thinks it's a foul. But you can't pause, Jeff.
No.
You can't pause. This is, again, it's the lack of concentration. You can't pause. Then 30 seconds later, it's in the back of our net. Yeah. Probably less than 30 seconds. You can't pause. You can't wait. But like I say, hey, it is what it is. We have to be better ourselves. We have to play with more energy. We couldn't reach the levels of Marine with that energy, with that desire, if you like, with that verve about us, and we need to play. We have said to the players, we have to play with verve and energy and real fight. And today we haven't reached the levels of Marine. And at the minute we know where we're missing. We know where we have to be better. But we have to continue and a quick turnaround at Oxford. We have to be better at Oxford.
And of course, after the difficulties today, it's not really ideal to have one of the longest trips in this league on a Tuesday evening with going away to Oxford City. Difficult for the players to recover and be fresh for that game, Billy.
Jeff, it is what it is. This league's been like it now for the past 2-3 seasons with the teams coming in. I've said before, you have to get the you get the cards you dealt, Jeff. It's not ideal, but we have to react. It's not, yeah, we'd love to be at home. Of course we would. Where people get Hereford away and then Oxford away is beyond me. But it is where we are. We have to make sure we go there and do what we did last season.
Yes.
Do what we did last season, Jeff, and win the game last season. When we went there and by hook or by crook, I think we found ourselves 1-0 down, I think, and then we won the game 2-1. And that's, we have to be braver. We have to show more courage on the ball as well. Not courage for keeping the ball out of our net. We have to show a bit more courage on the ball. But like I say, we dust ourselves down, we pick ourselves up. We have to try and get the levels of Macclesfield and Marine, and hopefully we can get at least something from Oxford.
Yes, vital we get that positive performance, positive reaction rather, on Tuesday night, Billy, and get something from that game. Do you see that as important after a disappointing display today, that the lads proved to you that they can go out and play with a bit more fire and a bit more zest than they showed today?
Every game's important, Jeff. It's every game. Your next game's the most important one, isn't it? It's not your next games. You don't. I've said before, we don't look too game. We're not thinking about Saturday. Then the next game's important. You've got to try and win against Oxford. It's stating the obvious, but that's where we are. You have to go and try and win the next game. It's as simple as that. And like I say, show courage, show commitment, show whatever you want. By hook or by crook, go win the football match.
Well, we hope to see it on Tuesday, Billy. Thank you again.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.